Okay, so we need to round to decide if the answer to the problem they gave us is reasonable, and if not, we have to fix it. So if we're rounding, we'll just do the front end rounding on both numbers. This is a good idea to do when you're multiplying and dividing decimals because of how you put the decimal point in there. You have to count over a certain number of places, and it's really easy for it to end up in the wrong spot. So this is a great way to double check your own work. So if we front end round, we're rounding to the farthest place to the left. And so on this first number, that's 6, that's after our cutoff line, would tell us to add 1 here. So our new number is 30. And then the next one, the 8 tells us also to add 1. So that's 30 divided by 3, which is 10 for our estimate. Well, that's quite a long ways away from 0.95. So that probably tells us that there's a mistake there. So let's go and do this the right way then. So we're trying to divide 26.6 by 2.8. When you're dividing with decimals, if the number on the outside has a decimal point, we want to get rid of that to make things easier on ourselves. So what we're going to do is move that decimal point one place to the right. Move the number on the inside, move its decimal point the same number of places. So what we're really doing is we're dividing 28 into 266. Okay, so we know it should be around 10. Well, we can't put 28 into 266 10 times, but we could put it in maybe 9 times. So we'll start with that first. We'll try 9 times 8 is 72. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 7 is 25. And so when we subtract here, we get 4, 1, 14. Alright, we're going to keep going. So that means our decimal point right now is after the 266. We'll line that up above, add a 0, and bring it down. So now we're trying to divide 28 into 140. So we do this again. 28 goes into 140. Try 5. 5 times 8 is 40. And 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 4 is 14. So we subtract, that's 0. So 9.5 is the correct answer. And you can see what happened. They got the decimal point in the wrong spot. And that's a really common mistake that happens there. So this front end rounding is a good way for you to check your own work.